5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The opinions expressed in this show are individual and not necessarily representative of Spirit Life or Toronto Metropolitan University. Thank you for listening.
Hello and welcome back to the Race Hangover. This is episode 32, the Qatar Hangover. Now, a lot happened in terms of championship implications. However, the rest of the race was a bit soft. So, as usual, we're spending the entirety of this pretty much talking about what's going to happen in Abu Dhabi and the championship, but we will recap for you the Qatar Grand Prix and sprint, because there was a sprint weekend, believe it or not.
Believe it or not, I did not believe it.
Yeah, it is. I had to remind Katie there was a sprint when making the dots. But unless you have anything to say, I'll hop right into this.
Yeah, hop right in.
All right, lovely. Okay, so sprint qualifying after SQ3, the top three were Piastri, George Russell, and Lando Norris. Max Verstappen qualified in 6th for the sprint, and Tsunoda out-qualified him, which was quite fun for Yuki. And Lewis Hamilton was knocked out in SQ1, so that was unfortunate. But in terms of the race, Piastri converted his pole, wasn't in trouble at all, led from start to finish. George Russell finished 2nd. Lando Norris did hold on for 3rd because Max Verstappen ended up in 4th, which was bad for him considering the title fight, and Piastri's championship deficit got thinner as well. So
Yeah.
it was an okay sprint for Lando, great for Piastri, meh for Verstappen, but that's not where everyone's attention was. Everyone's attention was clearly on the race, and that we will cover now. So, qualifying for the main Grand Prix, Piastri delivered again, taking pole, and Lando botched his final lap, which meant it was Piastri, Norris, Verstappen, top 3 to start the Grand Prix. In terms of the Grand Prix, Verstappen overtook Lando on the start and ended up winning the Grand Prix due to McLaren's strategy, which we'll
get into
chat about later. Piastri finished 2nd despite starting from pole. Had unbelievable pace the entire weekend, just didn't happen for him. Carlos Sainz came in 3rd with a surprise podium, and Lando Norris finished in 4th, which...
Fourth.
Small teeth.
Small mouth, small teeth.
Which was bad for him, but it could have been a lot worse had Kimi Antonelli not locked up. And believe it or not, he locked up. He didn't lock up. He wobbled. Sorry.
Yeah.
He did not let him by. He wobbled, despite what Verstappen fans think, and Helmut Marko. But we'll get into that as well later.
Yeah.
So I completely just skipped the awards for
the sprint. That's okay. We'll get into them.
So we can do a double whammy of awards. So we'll start with the sprint awards. Gotta make that obvious for our switcher over there.
Yeah, we'll start with the awards here, and we'll do the sprint awards first, obviously. Who was your driver of the sprint?
Oscar Piastri.
Yeah, same. Yeah, it was a good drive. It was boring. And, you're doing something right when you're in first and it's boring. So, there's that.
That's 100% right. Who was your comeback king?
My comeback king was Max Verstappen, which isn't really all that exciting. Started P6, finished P4, mainly all on turn 1, but again, everything that happened was kind of on turn 1, and then the rest was boring, so it wasn't a big comeback, but obviously in championship implications, it was an important 4 points or whatever it was, so.
Yeah. I had Yuki Tsunoda.
See, I would have had that. I thought about it.
Meh for a while now.
This weekend was a comeback for him.
And yeah, he did well in the sprint, out-qualified his teammate and kept that position. And part of it is because he had to let Verstappen past.
Yeah.
That was clearly talked about before where, hey, let's...
Well, yeah.
Let's let the guy who's...
That's what happens when you have a real number 2 driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just had him. I wanted to give him something before he eventually leaves F1. Very sad. We'll chat about that later as well. Who's yours, or did you...
I certainly already said mine was Max.
You did. I for too long. What was your best radio?
My best radio was Carlos Sainz. Did you see this one?
No, maybe not.
I didn't see a lot, and you said you didn't see a lot either. But basically, he was getting a bunch of information, and he, to his engineer, was just like, stop shouting. That was it.
Mine was hidden. It actually wasn't shown on the broadcast, but someone dug it out from
the
radio things. After Lewis was out in SQ1, it just went on the radio and said, "Assume by your silence that I'm out." And then
They didn't tell him?
his engineer came back on and went P18.
Oh man.
So poor fella. I
That
feel
is-
so bad. He's had a torrid few weeks and almost also a year in that car. Invisible Man.
My invisible man for the sprint was unfortunately Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, because I think I did watch sprint qualifying, but like in class, so barely. And I forget. I was saying, I texted you. I said the line does not concern himself with SQ1 because Lando didn't do too hot, whatever. And you go, apparently neither does Lewis Hamilton. I was like, oh. And then during the race, he just got lost. He gained one position, but P18 to P17.
Doesn't do much really. The Ferrari just struggled all weekend.
Yep. What's new?
I had Lance Stroll.
Yeah, that's always a good show for Invisible Man.
Always a solid contender.
Yeah, he's always in that
he's
conversation.
Back. The only reason I didn't put Lewis is because there was a whole storyline of him being P18,
there,
so I couldn't forget that he was down there.
Yeah, I could. Apparently. We say this almost every week, but I'm really excited for when we add up all of these awards. And the Race Hangover Wrapped coming soon. Everyone get excited.
Okay, who's your brake check champion?
For the sprint, I didn't have one. What even happened in the sprint?
Nothing. No one actually did anything. I had that one turn where everybody kept going off. And actually, there was several turns, but the one turn that got everyone a lot of track limits.
I was going to say, everyone got a lot of track limits, yeah.
So I decided that was my brake check champion.
Did Kimmy, was it the sprint or it was the sprint that Kimmy actually got a penalty for track limits, and so did Yuki.
Yeah.
Because that was when they were fighting for, they're like, no, you have P4, no, you have P4, yeah.
They both... and everyone kept getting warnings for it, even during qualifying. Track,
Lando had a tap, lap deleted, a bunch of people did.
Yeah, I think they said a stat where it's it was more than half of the track times deleted were that one corner.
Yeah.
I forget what corner it was. I have turn 10 written. It's probably wrong.
Okay.
It's probably a different one, but I just remember 10 for some reason.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. So I guess I'll have my brake check champion as Yuki / Kimmy on that turn.
Okay. So, more Race Hangover awards.
More race awards. More awards.
Let's look at driver of the day for the actual race.
Yes. I had Carlos Sainz. Not like a hot take or anything, but he did well.
I had Carlos Sainz as well.
Yeah.
I debated putting Piastri over Verstappen, but I thought Sainz getting that win from the podium deserved
exactly,
one.
Especially because Max got gifted. Not gifted because obviously you still have to drive well, whatever. But the strategy was
so poor that Verstappen probably, even himself, he probably couldn't believe that happened.
I don't think he did. And he has that quote, this is unrelated to the race, but he said before this race even, he was like, I'm only here because of other people's mistakes. And that got reinforced this weekend, that he's only in this, not only, because obviously you still have to be a good driver, but he's majorly, I guess, in this title fight because of all the mistakes.
Without the floor problems,
without Vegas, without the horrible strategy this weekend, without just general a few DNFs left and right from McLaren. Yeah,
but I mean, it's good TV at least.
It is exciting stuff.
Who's your comeback king?
This one I had Yuki. He got P15 to points, so good enough.
I did not see that.
It was 15th to 10th. It wasn't anything crazy, but
I was so focused on the top three that I did not see that. That's a good shout.
Yeah.
I probably should have put that, but I put comeback king for Verstappen as
sure, whatever.
As this just got not only he won
came
the
back in the
race, but he's back in the
championship.
championship. I thought it was a little bit of a double whammy. I thought I was being cute there.
Right. Yeah, fair enough. So good comebacks for both the Red Bulls then. What was your best radio? Because there really weren't that many good ones.
I had Piastri when debating whether to pit now or later to hunt down Verstappen, and they go, "Hey, can you reach this lap time?" And he goes, "I don't see a better option."
Yeah, that dry humor. Mine's kind of dumb, but all the radios were kind of dumb. I have Lando in general, his radio. I texted you this. Will was just absolutely yapping to Lando the whole time, and at least we weren't shown Lando's response. I'm
Yeah.
sure he was just like confirm, whatever. But like it was like every radio, they'd be commenting whatever. Oh, team radio, and it's just like Will like going on a tangent. And I'm like, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And then the one thing Lando did say is like, why am I not pitting right now?
Yeah.
He goes, Max just went in. Should I? No. Okay.
Yeah, there's got to be a point where it's like you just enter the pits and go, I'm pitting, and just
get ready.
yeah. But I think he trusted the team enough to give him a good strategy.
Which might have been a little too much.
Who was your invisible man?
My invisible man is Franco Colapinto.
Very good option as well. That's like Lance Stroll, you know.
Yeah.
They're battling it out.
They do battle out.
They're doing a lot.
I can't wait to see those driver standings actually. At the
There's
end
going
of
to be like neck and neck.
Yeah.
I had Lewis Hamilton for this one.
Okay, yeah.
Because once again,
You know what? Because where did he finish? Where did he start? I actually don't even. He was at the bottom the whole time.
It was still, yeah.
It was bad.
Not in points. But I think he gained like 3 places. But like,
Okay.
I don't think the camera panned to him once.
No, I don't think I saw his
I
car
was
at
like,
all.
I completely forgot.
They definitely talked
they were
about
there.
him. Like I remember them being like, "Oh, and Lewis Hamilton's down there," but like they didn't even bother putting him on screen.
Poor fella.
Yeah.
Who was your brake check champion?
My brake check champion was Pierre Gasly for whacking into Nico Hulkenberg.
I just had the both of them just
Yeah.
because they made it fun.
Well, like if it's a toss up, it's going to Gasly.
Yeah.
So.
It was Hulkenberg. But yeah, no, that is. Yeah, I think that was the obvious one. Like nothing else
Nothing
happened.
else
You could have
happened.
done Antonelli based on the implications of the championship now, but
It was more the fact that he like didn't break.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we can finish that. The awards are done.
Yes.
Top 3 moments.
Top 3
of
moments.
the entire weekend. We're not going to.
We're doing the entire. We usually
individualize
we always do the
Yeah,
entire
yeah.
weekend.
I think so.
We do.
Okay.
I do. You usually do the race, and I usually do the whole weekend.
Okay.
This one was a struggle. We were struggling to find 3 good moments from this weekend. It just felt so like nothing happened. Like we were saying, if there was no championship implications this weekend, like if Lando won in Vegas, this would have been the most boring weekend. But it wasn't. So at the top, I have. Oh, I meant to send this video to the drive, but I didn't. Or a picture. I sent it to you on Instagram though, Austin. When the Alpines posted that both cars were starting from the pit on their main feed, oh my god, that killed me. I didn't put it in the drive, Clint.
It's just pit, isn't
I'll
it?
show it. Yeah, let me show it to the camera. Pit. It's like, man, just don't post it at that point. Like, you don't need to tell us that.
Yeah, that was.
Leave it
awful.
up. Leave a little thing up to mystery. Like,
My first one here is Fernando Alonso's spirit in the car.
oh yeah.
He spun in the race and then proceeded to tell everyone there's a spirit in the car.
As that wasn't me. It's like that meme of that little girl. Have you seen that when she farts and she's like, oh my god, guys, there's a ghost? Yeah, that's Fernando Alonso on there.
What was your second moment?
Okay, this is just another general statement, I guess. McLaren making their drivers do the most whack media in the middle of a title fight. Like, they're just posting selfies from Qatar, like, okay, sure, whatever. Like, we talked about it till, like, to the ends that, like, the McLaren media team is just so weird. But it's in the middle of this title fight becoming increasingly weirder.
I wonder if there's like an obligation for them to like have to post a certain amount in a weekend.
A certain amount of selfies? Because,
Just posts.
yeah. I mean, probably. They have sponsors and whatnot, but, like,
I just had Williams' podium.
okay, sure.
Nice wholesome one.
Yeah.
Carlos Sainz, he deserves it. He's comfortable with the car again. You can see it, and it's always good. Always good to see him.
Yeah. Shout out Carlos. But not. But he couldn't let Lando through. Man.
Not even close.
No. That was an almost. We were talking about that. Okay. My last moment is not even really a moment. It's just the fact that it's all coming down to Abu Dhabi.
I have the exact same moment, but I had McLaren ensuring this goes to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, they got paid to make sure. Yeah, I think as closeted Lando fans over here, not closeted, but we try not to just show it too much. But as Lando fans, tough watch.
Yeah.
But as racing fans, very exciting that it's coming down to Abu Dhabi. I have in notes, and we'll get into the title fight and what needs to happen for everyone to win in a minute. But it is the first time since 2010 that 3 drivers have been in contention heading into the final weekend. So that's exciting.
Yeah,
I guess if you consider it exciting and not
it's
terrifying.
It's so stressful, just purely based on like if you have a horse in the
this
race.
Whether
most stressful thing ever.
Whether they're third in the 3-horse race or second.
Yeah, if you're sitting there as say a Lewis Hamilton fan or something, it's completely done.
But it's probably still exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting either way, but the stress takes over the excitement if you have a horse in this race.
Yeah.
And it is, it's gonna be awful. It's gonna be a painful 2 hours to sit there and like wait until someone crosses that line because it doesn't. It always all based on what Lando does.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what the other two do as long as he does his part.
We'll get into this. We'll get into this now. But heading into this weekend, speaking of horse races, Oscar is officially third in a 2-horse race.
Prediction coming right. Bang!
Which is really unfortunate for him. Like, he's had a great season up until these last couple races.
Yeah. And he was on form in Qatar. He deserved to win.
He deserved to win there. Yeah. But obviously that didn't happen. But heading into the championship breakdown, I'm moving my computer so I'm not staring off into the distance for this massive statement that I'm about to make. You can put that one on first. So basically, for Lando to win the championship, it is all in his own hands, because if he finishes on the podium, it does not matter what anyone else does. He wins the championship. If he comes first, second, or third, he's okay. If he comes fourth or fifth and Max finishes okay, hold on. If he comes fourth or fifth and Max finishes second or lower and Oscar finishes anywhere, he wins. If he comes sixth or seventh, Max, yeah, that's what I thought was coming. For everyone who cannot see us, they just did the 6-7, which is embarrassing. And Max and Oscar both finish second or lower, he wins the championship. If he finishes eighth and Max finishes third or lower and Oscar finishes second or lower, he wins the championship. If he finishes ninth and Max finishes fourth or lower and Oscar finishes second or lower, he wins the championship. If he finishes 10th and Max finishes fourth or lower and Oscar finishes third or lower, which like is still a possibility.
Yeah.
He wins the championship. And he could finish without points, 11th or lower, a DNF, whatever, and Max finishes fourth and Oscar finishes third or lower. He still wins. So basically, odds are saying that obviously it's Lando's championship to lose right now, and a lot of it is in his own hands, especially when it comes to qualifying, and we'll get into like what we think might happen, whatever, a little bit later. But for Lando to win the championship, that is what needs to happen. Don't worry, guys, that was the longest one I'll have to read, because when it comes to what Max needs or what Oscar needs, it's a lot more simple.
Also, quick shout out to Sky Sports for the graphics.
Well, I mean, I found that other random girl who posted it, and you were like, do the Sky Sports one.
I was just like, hey, let's put some visuals on it and just pulled that out. So shout out them for the graphics, the neatly put together ones.
Yep. Guys, when we get a bigger budget, we'll make our own. Don't worry about it.
True.
Anyway, so here's what Max and or Oscar need to win the championship. Max needs, if he finishes first, he needs Lando to finish off the podium and Oscar to finish wherever, which is already a big ask. He needs to win and needs Lando to not be second or third. If he finishes second, Lando finishes eighth or lower and Oscar third or lower, which is also a big ask. Like anything asking for Lando to finish eighth or lower, we'll see. If he finishes third and Lando finishes ninth or lower and Oscar finishes second or lower, he wins the championship. And then for Oscar, if Lando finishes sixth, Max can finish anywhere. Lando finishes sixth and Max can finish anywhere, he wins the championship. And if Oscar finishes second, Lando needs to finish 10th or lower, and Max needs to finish fourth or lower. And if for some reason all of this ends up tied, they're all tied for wins heading into this, so whoever wins will have the tiebreaker for wins, but so then why does anything else matter?
In case they don't win.
Oh, true, I guess. But like, whatever.
Because I think
true.
If someone wins, then there's no tiebreaker.
Obviously, because they win. But if George Russell finishes first, which honestly is what I'm hoping for. I want someone not in this fight to finish first in the race. I think that would be so funny. But then Lando leads in second places with 8, Max with 6, and Oscar with 4th. So if none of them win and they're tied somewhat, how Lando will win the championship. So again, for the most part, it's Lando's to lose. Like most outcomes, there could be a percentage easily calculated probably if I did data management, but the most outcomes have Lando Norris winning the championship.
Yeah, and like we said, it is his to lose. There is no, as long as he keeps it on track and has decent pace, he should be world champion this weekend.
Yes.
Like, as long as he avoids trouble in terms of turn one and battling people. McLaren get the strategy decent. They don't even need to get it perfect.
Get it right.
They need to get it okay.
Not wrong.
And just get him on that podium or even close to the podium, depending where Max is.
Yeah.
I feel for Piastri because this is a mountain to climb for him if he wants to be champion. And based on the fact that they've already held talks with him before Qatar saying, hey, will you do the right thing if it comes down to it?
Do the right thing,
I think
Oscar.
they're going to ask him to do it in Abu Dhabi if
it's between only Max and Lando at that point.
Yeah, if Max is winning the race by, like, he's up the road, and it's those two behind each other, like, say, Oscar's in third, George is in second, probably, that's the realistic thing. And
or
Lando's in fourth, I will 100% see that radio message pop up and be like, hey, please swap around with him, like, we want, like, not only we want it, but it's like...
Do the right thing, Oscar.
It's good for the team for them, but I think... they 100% have to at least talk to the drivers about it today. Say, hey, like, if this is the case, Oscar, what's your percentage of willingness to do this? And how will we need to incentivize you? Like
what's
do you want to be prioritized next year? Like,
I don't think they would do that. I think Lando would be like,
they'd rather lose the title than have to prioritize
a driver for a whole year.
But if Oscar, like, if it's the last 2 laps, Oscar's completely out of it, like, it would take a miracle for him to get back into it. I think they go on and say, hey, Oscar, as it stands, there's no possible way you win this. Please help Lando.
I don't
want it to come to that.
I don't think anyone wants it to come to that, but, like...
No. I think also that would be bad for Lando.
I don't think Lando would want it.
He wouldn't want to win it like that. No. I don't think... Well, Max wouldn't want to lose it like that.
Yeah.
And Oscar wouldn't want to give it away like that.
No, I don't think anyone would want that.
So... it's an odd situation, but I think that's the worst case scenario for everybody. That happens,
for everyone involved.
Even on the TV, because Netflix.
No one wants to see that. Netflix
would go crazy with that, but that shouldn't happen.
No.
I think it has to be one on track.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, what if we get a late safety car and the FIA do some more bullshit?
No.
But
no one wants that either.
Yeah, I think it is Lando's to lose. He has to have a monumental collapse this weekend. Yeah.
He just needs a good qualifying, really. It's not all gonna come down to qualifying, but
I mean, if Piastri does better than Verstappen as well, Lando's champion. So
yeah, exactly.
As much as it's on Lando, it's on Verstappen to try and control his own fate.
Yeah.
Strange situation where Piastri is just this outlier because he's third now, where it like on the graphic, it takes almost an unreasonable situation from the win this, unless Max and Lando into the first corner wipe each other out. Like, that is the only way Piastri wins this title, I think.
And even then, he needs to finish first or second.
Yeah.
Even if they take each other out on the first 2, he needs to finish first or second.
Imagine there's like a Ferrari up there or something.
It's just the 2 Mercedes.
Kimi win in Abu Dhabi would be so funny.
I hope he does.
That would honestly be worst case scenario for Max Verstappen fans after what happened in Qatar. Where we can get into that
Which
now.
We'll get into that, yeah.
We have a thing, a graphic up from Race Pure, because Red Bull believed Kimi Antonelli let Norris pass without seeing what happened, and they went on the radio and said it, which is a bad idea. You shouldn't be saying that before you know things. And Helmut Marko decided to add some more fuel to the fire. Shout out Race Pure for this graphic on Instagram. And he said Antonelli waved in past. It was too obvious, and then Toto just completely lost his mind on him. And just when this is utter nonsense, it blows my mind to even hear that. How brainless can you be to even say something like this? Which is 100% true.
Yeah.
I mean, in no world does that help Kimi to let Lando through.
Especially when he's like besties with Max. Like, why would he do that?
He's also battling for a driver's championship position against Lewis Hamilton right now,
sure.
I think. So why would he give that up? It makes no sense. GP, who originally said it, went to Toto, cleared the air, saying, I didn't see it, sorry, blah, blah, blah. But Red Bull fans, I don't want to generalize, but people have been sending not so nice messages. I'm going to say
nice
that
messages to Kimi.
a child, pretty much.
Yep.
I mean, he's 18, but
Just
Kimi
graduated high
Antonelli
school.
has been getting unfathomable abuse to the point where the FIA has had to step in
Yeah.
and say that's wrong.
Stop.
Mercedes reminding people their community guidelines, which is like what goes through your mind to
Yeah.
just like even like all it takes for you is to take a second
To
or watch the
yeah.
clip, which got posted everywhere, and
Yeah.
see that he didn't let him through. He had a wobble. It happens. Unfortunately, at a bad time.
Horrible
for
time for it to
Verstappen,
happen.
but it is what happens, and I just feel bad for Yuki and hope he's doing all right.
For Yuki.
Not Yuki. I feel bad
I
for
always
Yuki
feel bad
as
for
well.
Yuki.
But for Kimi, sorry. My maternal instinct toward both lit up there.
Sorry, guys. That was my default. I just always feel bad for Yuki.
I do.
He also, did you see that Kimi turned his profile picture on
Yeah.
Instagram to a black?
That was quite funny.
That is funny. You can tell he's still like just in high school because he like also probably posted "Don't hit me up" like real ones know what's up, but his don't look at his Snapchat story right now.
I feel bad for him. Someone get
Yeah.
him some like treats and
Get him. Someone get him a ride in that pink Lego car.
Imagine someone from Red Bull has Kimi in the Secret Santa.
Oh my god, it's almost Secret Santa season.
It is. It's
Guys.
F1 Secret. If you don't know, they do a Secret Santa video every year. Very entertaining. The drivers tend to have fun with it. Lance Stroll always gets alcohol. Be on the Lance Stroll alcohol watch.
Yep.
And I don't know. I think it's just a fun little thing they do. And
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably filming it within the next couple of days.
I was gonna say it's probably soon. They do it right before Abu Dhabi.
I think they release.
I know they release it later.
Yeah,
But when do you think they film it? Probably.
they do. It's at Abu Dhabi.
Okay,
You can
that's
see
what
them
I
on the balcony with the
Oh,
track
okay,
in the
okay.
background. Like they all bring them to this balcony and they're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, open this gift."
Open this and then guess who it's from. No, we know that Lando is Kimi. Remember? There's that picture of him like taking it out and reading it.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, really?
No.
Which is like, why would you post that? I'm pretty sure. Like, well, there is a picture of him with it says Kimi Antonelli and he's like holding it out. But I don't know if they like redid it because everyone and their mother saw it or if they left it.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they don't care enough to.
Yeah.
Maybe they just told Kimmy no screen time until this picture doesn't circulate. Another point I wanted to chat about was Ferrari.
Yeah.
Man, oh, what a terrible, terrible race for them.
Yeah.
And just couldn't find the pace whatsoever. And just nothing but complaints from the drivers, which rightfully so. They've been, the car was
struggling for points, which is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, Leclerc said it. He's like, a good lap for me got P9.
Yeah.
Like, that's unreal. Any thoughts on
Prayers.
prayers for Ferrari?
For Ferrari, yeah. Well, constructors wise, they're not out of it, but
No, but I think they need a miracle now
Yeah.
to get back to P2 or 3 or wherever they were
I
aiming
don't-
for. They haven't won a lot of races, so I think Red Bull's going to snap up that P2.
yeah, I forget what the. Hold on, this is. Yeah, they're in fourth now because I think Mercedes is all but secured second. What's up? Oh, why? Oh, Clint wants to know where his new favorite team is. We'll get to that, Clint.
Yeah,
Hold
we'll
on.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, Mercedes is in second with 459. Red Bull is in third with 426, which is crazy. Red Bull Racing, like Max Verstappen Racing, really, like that's absurd that he has that many points just on his own. And then Ferrari is in fourth with 382. So, barring anything crazy, I think they're finishing in fourth. And then Williams is way behind. So, the only ones that could change are really Red Bull and Mercedes at this point in the top four. But even then, Mercedes is likely to stay in P2. So yeah, very tough season for Ferrari. It's kind of been the narrative all season. We've been like, are they going to get it together? And we've come to the last race now, and they have not gotten it together whatsoever. In the middle there, Charles had some good runs. Lewis has kind of been out of it the whole season. But Leclerc has had some podiums in there. I mean, Lewis won the one sprint, but
That happens.
somehow.
Huge 8 points.
Yeah, huge 8 points for the team there. Which honestly could have been huge if they continued to maybe be in this race a little more. But yeah, just a disappointing season really for Ferrari and all of their fans.
I can see through my bird's eye view. He has this lined up. So we'll
He's
skip,
had
we'll
it lined-
skip
he's had it
one
lined
bit.
up
We'll
for a
come back to
while.
it.
No, we can wait.
And
No, it can wait.
It's not.
Oh.
It's not. It's not right. Well, the other one.
It is
well,
relevant.
I'll come back to it.
Okay.
But
So basically what Clint was telling me to scroll down for was that he has, through doing this show and in general, become just just a tiny bit more of an F1 fan, and somehow landed on the most random team to support. So Clint, your mic's all turned up there.
You know, after 6 weeks of doing this show, I've finally picked a team, and I hear that they're a powerhouse in the F1 scene, and that's of course Kick Sauber. That's my team. They're totally not rebranding after the season, but for this last race, I will be hard on the Hulkenberg team because I got a lovely Lego set for my birthday from my girlfriend. So I got the Kick Sauber race car, and now I'm a Kick Sauber fan. So, yep, that's the lore here.
Wow.
I mean,
And to
I like the
update-
way of picking that team. That's always good.
Well, everyone always says, you don't pick a driver, you don't pick a team, they pick you, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
really got that. To update you though, Clint, Kick Sauber is in fact in 9th out of 10 in the championship here, but they do have the potential to pass Haas this weekend, only sitting 5 points behind them.
So for a big weekend, let's
Yeah.
go.
Exactly. You've got something to watch for.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, you know what? We'll all be thinking about the championship, and
He's
you'll be
already
fighting for
thinking of
P8 in the
Yeah.
constructors.
Yeah.
No, Kick Sauber's a good team. Nico and Gabby
clearly.
are great.
Yeah, they're
They're
great
fun, they're
together.
entertaining.
And they've retained that duo for next year.
They've retained the duo for next year. They will be changing names, but not drivers. So,
Because they're changing.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're switching to Audi, and they're keeping their drivers. And the new livery that was leaked isn't, I don't think, real, but it looked pretty cool. So, they might have really cool cars.
Let's go.
It'll be fun seeing
Yeah.
Audi
Yeah, it'll
do
be.
that. And
So good for you, Clint. That's a good team to pick.
Yeah.
I mean, you won't have to wear lime green. That's
No, but
probably a
I
fun
kind of
fact.
he liked it.
I kinda like it.
Yeah.
Enjoy that red and silver, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm actually intrigued to see Cadillac and Audi's
Yeah.
liveries because two new teams. Like, you know what you're going to get with the other teams. It's like
It's gonna be.
Williams, blah, blah, blah. These ones you kind of have an idea of what they're going to be, but you have no idea what their design is going to look at.
So that's fun.
It'll be enjoyable. But the point I wanted to bring up before we skipped it, it's all but announced that Yuki Tsunoda's done.
Yeah.
I think this weekend he was in like a shootout with Liam Lawson for the second RB seat. It wasn't the Red Bull seat.
Yeah.
It's Isaac Hadjar 100% in that Red Bull, Lindblad 100% in that RB,
Guys.
and Lawson beat out Tsunoda for
Yeah.
that position, which is sad. Yuki, I think, if given better circumstances, could have thrived, but that could have been the same for Lawson when he got promoted. So
Yeah.
unfortunate, and
Well, I don't think they're going to give Isaac those circumstances either,
I mean,
really.
yeah.
I mean, it helps that it's Lauren.
New regulations as well. So,
Yeah, we'll see.
But Isaac
I'm just going to miss Isaac and Liam
Yeah.
in that Racing Bull. Like,
in a couple years, I think, will be maybe trying to challenge Verstappen. It won't be immediately, I don't think.
no. But I do think he
if
is.
he plays the nice number 2 driver role, helps actually Verstappen in the
Yeah.
championship, which he hasn't got for a while.
No.
He'll be on the good books, and if Verstappen decides I don't need this anymore and hangs him up, then you can be number 1 at Red Bull and have that car designed for you.
Yeah.
But it's sad for Hadjar as well because you don't know what you're going to get. It is the new
No.
regulations, but you still don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
As for the Racing Bulls, you can always count on a mid-table
Yeah.
team. So
Potential to overperform in it.
feel bad for Yuki though. I love him, and I think personally he should have got it over Lawson. But
Yeah, you said that a while ago.
I think this might be an age thing and just
Yeah.
injecting some more youth into it, which
Which
I
is
think
crazy because
that-
Yuki still looks like he's 19.
Yeah, I think that Lawson, honestly, if he doesn't perform in the Racing Bull, no other team's going to pick him up. So I think he's kind of in limbo where he's stuck.
It'll
'cause-
for the next like 5 seasons. It'll be like, okay, one more season. Like,
Yeah, I think he'll be that one senior figure. You know how Pierre Gasly was in the Racing Ball, where
Yeah.
I mean the AlphaTauri,
Yeah.
where he was that senior figure. He was the
even
if you could,
Daniel Ricciardo.
yeah, if you can beat that guy in there, then you can have a look at the Red
Yeah.
Bull seat. So then, I mean, I miss you. You weren't there for, but I miss Pierre and Yuki. They were
Yeah.
so good together. I miss them so much. But
Is
was
that why
fun.
everyone calls them like married?
Yeah, they're like a married couple. It was
Yeah.
like, it was
And then
like,
Isaac's their son now.
It was like Ariana Grande and Cynthia. It was like, it was genuinely, that's what every weekend was for them. And I missed it so much. And,
That's
but
funny.
I'm just, I want Pierre Gasly to get like maternal with his teammate again. I feel like he doesn't have the same feeling toward Franco.
No.
I want them to give him a fun,
He could
young
have with
teammate.
Jack.
Paul Aaron could probably provide that for him.
Yeah, true.
When inevitably
Show me
halfway
Paul
through the
Aaron.
season, Colin
Yeah.
Pinto is probably gone if that car isn't good. So exciting times, but
Yeah.
for Lindblad, of course.
Yeah.
who's-
I'm
we're
excited
gonna
to
get a
see him,
rookie.
and yeah.
I think this will be another case of Kimi where he'll be good, but there'll be learning points
Mm-hmm.
throughout the season and whatnot. But Lindblad is highly touted as a very, very
Yeah.
good rookie. And I forgot we had this. I would have it preview.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why are we doing all this before that? But
I had this is it.
yep.
This is it. It's the final race of the season, championship decider. What more could you want? Maybe a constructors decider at the same time.
No, that's okay.
But
One is enough to worry about.
Lando won under pressure last year due to
He did.
being like until near the end of the race the only McLaren driver in the points. And then I just put under it, I'm physically sick every time I think of this championship scenario or Abu Dhabi in general.
Yeah.
It's just, I've watched a fair share of like finals and races, but for the Abu Dhabi 21, I didn't have a horse in the race.
Yeah.
I have a horse in the race. That one was
I have
entertaining.
the
to watch.
horse in the
I have the leading horse in the race, and when it all relies on him, that's when it starts making me sick because like I've waited years for this guy to be in this position, and if
Yeah.
it gets thrown away by the team, I'm losing my mind. And we try and not be biased, but we have to talk about him. He's in the
Yeah.
title fight.
Well, he's leading the title fight.
He's
like,
leading the title fight. And yeah, this is where the bias hat comes on, and it's
not even the
I
bias. Like,
No, I'm going to make a few statements where the bias hat is going to come on.
Yeah.
That's why I said I'm putting it on. I need it to happen so desperately. I like Oscar.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like, just because I'm a Lando fan doesn't mean I despise Oscar. I like Oscar Piastri. He's fun. He'll be very good for years. He's got championships in him. This just has to be Lando's time, I feel. If Lando retires with one more championship, that is fine with me.
yeah.
As long as he gets one.
Yeah.
That rookie class of Alex, George, and Lando, if all of them retire without a championship, that is the most disappointing thing ever
Yeah.
due to the pure potential and skill of that class.
Yeah.
And
I think George will get one.
George, given the car, could easily get
Yeah.
one.
Alex would be tough.
Alex-
just because of the luck he's had and the
Yeah.
career he's had so far. Not all signs
it'd come out
point.
of the blue if Alex got one.
I think
But
he could if he somehow was in the position to.
someone in that group has to get one.
Yeah.
And the chance for it to be Lando, fine. If it was George,
I'd be happy.
if it was George in the title fight, I'd be rooting for
Yeah.
George if Lando wasn't in it. It'll be a fun one to watch, and just don't contact
Fun's one
me.
way to put it. Yeah.
Just anyone trying to contact me.
Don't call me.
If you're
Don't come by my house.
Lando's at the podium by the start, don't talk to
If
me.
he qualifies anywhere below third,
Don't do anything. If I see one thing get sent to me from family members of a Lando bottle, I will lose it.
Paul.
Please don't contact me until the race is over and my driver has won the championship. If he has not, I'm turning my phone off for a week.
Oh.
I'm communicating with my girlfriend via pigeon, a carrier pigeon. That is, I will be uncontactable. I'm going into a cave. I'm going into hiding. And of course, I need to come out on Mondays and do this show.
Yeah, true. Don't contact him, but we will be live Monday. Yeah, that's going to either be a great episode or Austin might say 2 words the whole time.
So, hey, it's going to be fun.
Guys, it's going to be so much fun this weekend. I can't wait to not sleep a wink. I'm really excited to just be on edge for the next 7 days until you see us here.
I have an exam the day before qualifying. God knows how I'm studying for that.
Yeah, that's horrid, actually.
And then I have one after.
Yeah, I do too.
Like the Grand Prix
Is right in the middle.
sandwiched in the middle of my exams. And That's why I wanted him to win it in Qatar so badly,
Yeah.
so I can just rest.
If Lando doesn't win, Austin might not pass business class.
Genuinely learning all the concepts on the day of the exam.
No.
But yeah, no, it'll be something. It'll be fun, hopefully, and we will definitely see you guys afterwards.
Yeah.
In case you guys thought I was going to disappear, we
No.
will see you guys.
We will be
afterwards.
live for our final episode.
Oh, my hair! Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll be live for our final live episode of the season, and then the week following that, so that's the 8th, by the way, everyone. And then the week following that, we will have a little pre-recorded season awards and recap episode for you all to enjoy, and then we're going on our winter break.
Yeah, we'll go on a winter break, but we have
And then we will
content
be back
planned in the off season.
yeah.
It'll be fun. Please join us for that. F1 doesn't end in the off season. Remember,
No,
there
lots
is
of
a lot of
stuff
things
happening.
to cover, go over, new regulations.
Yeah,
so
especially
we will,
this.
We will exist in the sphere of things. Please look to us for content. We will go on a winter break though, as there'll be a week or two. Where
a
we
winter
need to
break
just-
so that we can prepare, because exciting news, we are also rebranding a lot of things and getting a bit of a different look heading into our second season as a show. And so everyone get ready.
We'll be more polished. I
Just a
think,
little bit.
next season. We'll have a full season under our belt.
Yeah.
We're learning.
Not even a full season. We started like 2 races into
we're,
this season.
we're one of the rookies.
Yeah.
And
This was our Oliver Behrman. Just wait.
Yeah. It'll be fun next year. Hopefully, there's more of you to join us.
Yeah.
And we will put out the best we can for you. But this was a testing season that I think went well. So
I think went well. We had one really, really good reel. Rest in peace, Jack Doohan.
Man,
We peaked week 1.
We peaked on the first reel ever.
Shoot.
Bring us back to glory, fellas.
Yeah, bring us back to that, please. Maybe
they-
if we posted reels.
We should probably
would,
post
like,
more,
yeah.
That is a good shout.
Well,
But-
also exciting news. Austin's learning how to use Premiere Pro.
I
over the
will
break.
learn how to video edit as when I don't have a brick in front of me in terms of a computer, and that is confirmed that I
That
will
is
be getting
confirmed.
something else.
That Austin's going to learn how
Shout
to do
out
his
Big
job.
Dog Paul, and you'll be seeing a lot more content from us,
Yep.
and we will be hopefully in the sphere of things, and eventually one day get invited to the Miami Grand Prix.
Yeah. This is all a plot so that we
This is
can
all
go
the
to
plus
the
we
Miami
can join the
Grand
Williams
Prix.
garage.
Williams, please bring us to the Miami Grand Prix. I just want that freaking song Miami in my ears all weekend.
I want to see any Grand Prix.
I'd settle for Canada.
That's a good one as well. Canada's always a
It's
good
a really
Grand
good
Prix.
one.
I'd settle for one of the best on the calendar.
It's where we live. Actually, be really cheap and convenient for you.
I'd settle for I don't know, Qatar or something.
I'd settle for Suzuka.
I feel like just going to Japan would be fun.
Yeah, but the race was bad this year.
Yeah, the race.
That was that was the first race I watched in full.
Oh,
And it was at 3 in the morning.
yeah, made you
and
consider not watching another one
nothing
again.
happened, and I was like, I kind of like this. For most people, I feel like that would immediately be like, hey, this sport is so stupid. But I was like, you know what, guys, that was kind of fun.
This is something.
And now we're here.
Yeah, now we're here spewing out biased content. No, I'm joking. We're
Whoa.
going to spew out biased content, but
Only sometimes.
fun content, hopefully for you.
Yeah.
Shout out Clint as well for
Yeah.
joining mid-season.
He did join
reserve driver.
mid-season.
Let's go kick Sauber.
He's the Franco Colapinto of this podcast.
Except we didn't remove somebody.
Yeah, no. He just got added.
Yeah.
He's the Valtteri Bottas of this podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely know what that means. Let's go.
He's
Means
going
you-
to
it means
love that
you-
Cadillac lineup next year.
Yeah,
Wait
you
till
know
he
what?
finds out about Bottas.
You should rep Cadillac next year.
No, I'm committed to.
Audi.
So what
Audi
are they
now.
called? Yeah.
Yep.
What, do they have a name sponsor yet?
Let me have a quick check.
This is irrelevant for we can wrap this show up soon, but I am curious about. Because does Cadillac? No,
it's just
neither of them do.
Audi one.
Nice. And McLaren's getting a name sponsor next year.
They have Revolut, Adidas, and Castrol.
Okay.
As a few, but they are.
No name yet.
Yeah, it's focusing on creating a multi-brand powerhouse through its partnerships.
Sure thing. All right. Well, should we send him home?
For one of the last times, yes. It's not going to be the last
It's not
time.
the last time,
but
guys. We'll see you
for
next week.
The last...
For the last time as Austin in his current state before
Yeah.
the
For the last
championship
time
is
before we
decided.
have a World Drivers' Championship,
Yes.
they'll send Katie will send you home.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of The Race Hangover. Whether you're listening live on Twitch or on Spirit Live, or watching us back on YouTube or Spotify, thank you for debriefing the Las Vegas Grand Prix with us. You can catch us live every Monday, as in next Monday, live at 4 p.m. on Spirit Live or Twitch. At Shuttersport Media, obviously. Or watch the rerun every Tuesday on YouTube or Spotify at Shuttersport Media. As always, be sure to follow us on all of our socials at The Race Hangover. I'm Katie the Boudelaire, joined by Austin Terry, and produced by Clint Householder, known Kicksauber fan. And we will see you next week for the penultimate Abu Dhabi Hangover. Bye-bye.
Yay.